Hey team, so I wanted to do this video just because I think it's really important that we talk about this. Now, recently I've been doing a lot of self-development stuff, and I'm always doing self-development stuff, don't get me wrong, but recently I've been doing a lot of it. And I was thinking about how I pulled myself from where I was to where I am now. And the long and short of it was that and if you know my backstory, I'm sure a lot of you do, had a pretty severe eating disorder as a teenager, was pretty low, depressed, you could say, as a teenager, and nobody should feel that way, especially as a teenager, right? And I was thinking about how I pulled myself through it. Now, I like to think of myself as quite an empathetic coach, and I'd kind of because I'm an empathetic guy, right? But how I pulled myself through that was through complete mental resilience, mental toughness, learning, pushing through, not giving up, not quitting on myself, making sure I was just getting the stuff done that I knew would eventually help me get through the situation. Don't get me wrong, I made a lot of mistakes along the way, and I talk about this a lot. So I made those mistakes so you guys don't have to now. But it just took every fiber of my being to really push through that stuff. And if I'd have accepted mediocrity at any time, I wouldn't have got there. If I'd have given up when things got difficult, I wouldn't have got there. If I'd have quit on myself, I wouldn't have got there. And it was just a case of keep showing up, keep doing those things every single day to the point where I feel fantastic, I feel confident, my relationship with food is sensational, my relationship with exercise is fantastic, and I managed to get there eventually. Now, the reason I want to talk about this is because you might see me coming across at the moment sometimes as being a bit more forthright with my coaching. I'm going to challenge you guys a lot more. I'm going to push you a lot more. Now, that's nothing personal at all. That is just coming from a place of love where I really want you to get to the point where you feel fantastic, where you look fantastic, where you feel confident, where you can push yourself. And I'd like to think of Zenith Fit, and I should probably rename it from Zenith Fit, because this isn't just fitness coaching. This isn't just weight loss or getting fitter or stronger or improving performance-related sports activities. This is about helping you to really love yourself, to be honest. And because at the end of the day, that's what we all want, right? We all want to be confident. We all want to feel good in ourselves. And yes, weight loss can be a byproduct of that. Looking good can be a byproduct of that. But fundamentally, we want to feel good, right? And I think that is the main part of this coaching program. And I've kind of gone off on a slight tangent there, but the reason I'm going to be challenging you guys more, pushing you guys more, is because I don't want you to accept mediocrity. I don't want you to accept giving up on yourself. I don't want you to accept feeling that you can't do something, because every single person here is taking a step forward to try and change how they look, how they feel, right? So you've got it in you to take that first step. But it's my job to instill that belief in you, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing over the rest of my coaching career, which hopefully lasts a very long time. So if I do seem like I'm pushing you a lot more, challenge you a lot more, it isn't because I'm being an arsehole, it's because I want what's best for you, and it's what got me through where I was. So yes, there will be times where I will be empathetic, of course, and there are very specific circumstances where I understand people cannot be pushed too much, because there's a few people in the program right now who have got some unbelievably tough challenges going on, and they know who I'm talking about. So it's very difficult for them to do so, and I completely understand that. But for the vast majority of people in this program and just in society, this is all about you challenging yourself and pushing yourself and trying to step forward into that discomfort so you can change and transform your life. And I'm going to help you do that by pushing you, by challenging you, by asking you difficult questions, by making sure you do the difficult things and you keep showing up. And more importantly, you do not quit on yourself, because if you quit on yourself, nothing ever gets achieved. And that is the last thing we want to be doing, is quitting on ourselves, okay? We want to keep stepping forward day after day, week after week, month after month. I'm always going to be here for you guys to answer questions, to help put an arm around the shoulder when needed, but also challenge you when it is needed as well. Because like I said, I've been doing some deep thinking about what got me to where I am, and it wasn't just me just constantly thinking, oh, it'll be okay, I'll do this, and find ways to navigate around it. Sometimes it was just like, you know what, I just got to show up and do it. I've just got to show up and get that done. It's coming from a place of complete love, because I want everyone in this program, I want everyone in the friggin' world, to be honest, to feel good and look good. That's my ultimate challenge, my ultimate goal, my ultimate aim with Zenith Fit, is to help everyone just feel great and reach their potential. And it is vitally important to reach your potential. We cannot accept being mediocre. We cannot accept just kind of going through the motions. We've got to go for it. We've got one chance at this. And I want you to look back at your life, and I want you to look back, and I want us all to write a story with our lives, okay? I want you to write a story. This is something great I read recently. And it was about when you look back at your life when you're 80, 90, 100 years old, hopefully we make it that long, and you want to look back and think, yeah, I wrote a pretty cool story there. And we want to look back and be proud of what we tried, the things we tried to do, the things we tried to pursue, all those different things. And I think this is so important. Don't just go through the motions. Let's make sure we are pushing ourselves to our absolute most, to achieve the most we can out of this life. And if we can go through the rest of our life loving ourselves, that's a pretty good place to be, right? So yes, exercise, nutrition, mindset work, it's all part of it. But I'm really going to challenge you guys with certain parts of everything now as well, okay? So hopefully this makes sense. If you've got any questions about it, let me know. Like I said, there's a few very specific circumstances where if life is absolutely so crazy difficult, that's cool. And I completely empathize and we will work around that. But like I said, the majority of the time we can really push ourselves a bit more, I feel. So any questions, guys, give me a shout. I want you to reach your full potential and I'm really going to help you do that. Okay? Peace and love. Catch you soon.